You've been changing.
I've been changing my radio show name for a while, Mr. Butler, but it's been a very long time. You know, I used to call the I Have No Idea What I'm Doing show.
Yeah.
But we are now the Morning Mayhem radio show.
Okay, that's why I thought you changed it.
Yeah, it's a very interesting name, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Jeremiah hasn't said lies yet.
Yeah. It is lies.
Oh, see.
Lies!
And you could, Jeremiah, you could just call it the Tim Trainwreck and it would be all good.
True.
I was thinking Advisor Takeover Hour.
Yeah.
Well, Well, the Cleveland Brown lies made it in the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm so salty over this entire season for the radio station football league.
Hey, Kyle's not in it.
Yeah.
He's out, but he's out too in both leagues.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm 6-9 on one
and 7-8 on the other.
I blame the fact that the NFL really hates Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. Because in the first league, if you had Zeke for the entire time,
exactly,
you would probably at least be in contention.
Yeah.
If not.
So like for the first league, I had a number. I generally think all of us had problems with players getting injured. Like we had Aaron Rodgers, Odell Beckham,
David Johnson.
Yeah, and
now Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sucks late in the season because that's when you have the playoffs, and this person that you've been relying on for a number of points, now they're out of the game, and you see your playoff chances go down the drain.
Yeah, I was relying on Brown the entire season in the second league. Like, I won the regular season title in the second league because of Brown.
Yeah.
And now I'm sitting here, and I projected to lose to him, and he's the 4 seed. So...
Goodness.
Oh, I had him in the opposite one, and yeah, you can see.
Yeah. And I made some really bad decisions in some cases. Like, I mean, throughout the entire season, you can see some of my teams didn't even get 40 points from the entire league.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, that's embarrassing. You're just like, I'm just looking at this as like, why did I draft you?
True.
Well, looking back.
Or like, I made the mistake of, Matthew Stafford is projected to have more points than Tom Brady. Why did I start Matthew Stafford over Tom Brady? Because I'm a moron.
Because Tom Brady was softer than never mind.
Yeah.
But I go back to early in the season when Matt and I made that 6-player trade.
Okay.
I gave him Newton, Cooks, and I forget the third one for Derek Carr, Doug Martin, and there was a wide receiver involved. Okay. Let me look and see as I break the equipment in the room
Look
here.
Look here, a second thing. John yesterday sent me a trade for Kamar. Was it Kamar for Ajayi and Coleman? Yeah, Corey Coleman.
I think I have a J in the first league.
No.
Well,
in the second league, he sent me that trade.
Kamara's overpowered now.
Overpowered?
Like he does a lot of Kamara has scored a lot of points in the last half of the season.
Yeah. That helped my whole turnaround.
Yeah.
I struggled the whole first half, but then both my teams started caught on fire the second half of the season.
So, and Doug, the trade was, Cam Newton, Brandon Cooks, and Frank Gore for Alshon Jeffrey, Doug Martin, and Derek Carr. Which Cooks hasn't been what he was supposed to be. So this trade actually worked out for both of us. I got the wide receiver that I really wanted, Jeffrey. He got Newton, who he really wanted, and we both said, we'll do, but we're both in the playoffs.
Okay.
He's 1, I'm 2.
Okay.
So it worked out for both of us.
Yeah, Gore, Jesse has now. Martin, you just dropped.
Yeah. Let me see here. So in the first league,
it sucked for me when I think it was in the second league. I had Martellus Bennett, dropped him because he wasn't going anywhere in Green Bay. He then goes to
New England.
Then I picked up Jordan Reed, who's now on the IR, and then last week I picked up Julius Thomas, who's now on the IR. I have no luck with tight ends.
Well, you look at Henry.
Yeah.
Henry had picked up,
Yeah,
and he
it's
was
like-
having a
It's
rock
like at this
star.
point, it's the end of the season, so I don't care.
Yeah, Henry was having a rock star season at this end part, but then he gets out on the IR. But then gotta have Olsman kept on the IR,
Yeah.
not sitting around.
How about the fantasy basketball, where I've been blowing everybody out of the water so far this year?
We'll see.
9-0 so far. We'll see.
Yeah, I actually
Well, I'm somewhat
like one of the things
close.
I did was like a week and a half ago. I set all of my lineups all the way until Christmas.
Nice.
So
I'm actually farther out than that.
I'll have to redo it. I'll have to do it again soon.
Now, usually I set it every Monday morning when I get to work before I really have anything going on. I'll set it. I'll take 5-10 minutes and set my lineups for basketball, and I'm in a hockey league too.
Because that's my problem is because the basketball games are generally every day.
Right.
Then you have, but football is once a week, so it allows you to plan out for football than it is for basketball. However, not every player plays every single night, so you just have to. It makes it allows you to plan for basketball because you don't have players playing every single night.
Well, I don't think they have a Monday night game. I think it's just Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I don't think they have. Yeah, I don't think the NFL's doing anything on Christmas Day. I think that's mainly because of all the bowl games.
Then why is Roethlisberger playing the Texans on Monday at 4:30?
Or it's actually not Monday night, just Monday.
Yeah, it looks like it's just Monday.
Okay.
Alphonsus is questionable now? Oh, joy.
Dun dun dun.
It's still showing me that Zeke is suspended in the 1 week.
Is he?
But
Is
he's
it?
projected to get 20 points even though he's suspended. I think.
So,
I don't know who they're playing, but I guess they're that bad.
yeah. So, Matt actually made a suggestion to me about next year's league, having it 2 quarterbacks instead of 1 in the starting lineup.
That would be interesting. I would like to see that. It would put more interest in quarterbacks and who picks.
My thought, and he goes, and have 3 wide receivers in the starting lineup. I'm like,
So
no,
flex.
2 wide receivers is too much. No, I think we would still have a flex too. I'm like, 3 wide receivers is too much.
Yeah.
We can go with the 2 quarterbacks. I'm all for that, but we're not doing 3 wide receivers.
But then it would end up to one thing.
Yeah.
How well you know and how
Yeah.
well can you draft.
Right.
It really puts a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But you look
And it'll be like, okay, so hey, look, I have the number 1 pick. Am I going to be the Browns or?
but you look at last year, our fantasy league last year. I won the postseason crown for our league. At the end of last year, I had 2 players out of everybody in my roster that I had drafted.
Yeah.
I moved everyone else.
Yeah.
I think it was Dez Bryant, and there was one other, which I am not a big fan of Dez anymore. But you know,
I've never been.
I mean, Des Bryant's a weird player.
Well, the funny thing is, the one year I was trying to shop him in both leagues, I had him. In one league, I couldn't because I got called that it was an unfair trade. Then he gets hurt the week after, which that was really smart on my move.
yeah,
Me wanting to do that, but someone didn't think that. But then in the other league, and then I actually did that for AJ Green, which that was really smart.
Des Bryant for AJ.
wasn't that
Was
trade?
that when he got hurt for the?
I think that was me actually.
Yeah, then in the second league, I was trying to do that, but Joe was angry about saying that was unfair. Then the week after,
Wasn't that Kimber guy or whatever?
yeah, the one faculty dude and that.
Yeah.
But then Des Bryant got hurt for 8 weeks after that. Smart move on my part.
Well, that
in
was
doing that.
that was the year we had 10 teams in our league,
Okay.
and I suck in 10-team leagues.
Okay.
Actually, this year in my cousin's league, we actually had 10 teams. This was the first time I'd ever made the playoffs in a 10-team league.
Oh.
I'm out now because I lost in the semifinals, but at least I made it, you know?
But still, that was a very cloudy moment of. That was a really smart move on my part. And then the other one that was somewhat a smart move.
Yeah.
Of wanting to do that.
So now that we're talking about this, who's going to win the playoffs in our leagues this year? Who do you get? Who's your guys' picks? You have a choice of
Not Bossman.
me, Jeremiah, Todd, and Matt in the first league. And you have me, Jeremiah, Nick, and John in the second.
Nick doesn't always pay attention. Bossman.
Bossman will pay attention just for the bragging rights.
But I don't know. I don't think he could do it.
So first league is you.
I face Todd, and he faces Matt. Who do you think will go to the title game
Please
first?
kick Matt's butt.
Oh, I want to. Because that's the thing. He is Zeke playing, and he has like a 10-point or 14-point difference, and that doesn't mean shit.
Right. What I'm hoping happens is that it's me versus him in the title game in both leagues.
Yeah.
Why? Flashback to 2013, the year before Tom joined the radio station.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah and I tied in the title game.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
113, 113.
Jeez.
The system awarded the title to me because I was the 3 seed, he was the 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But-
the first two didn't actually make it all the way.
Well, this is why you don't
That's
want to
fine.
be the 1 seed or the 2 seed most of the time in our fantasy leagues.
Yeah. Like fantasy football is a lot different than just regular professional football.
Right.
Just because you have in professional football, you have an actual team that goes all together.
Right.
Sometimes in fantasy league, you might have pieces that go together.
Yeah, I'm actually. My prediction is that I'm going to beat Todd.
Okay.
I think looking at this is the second league. Let me go over to the first league.
Yeah.
Looking at the schedule for me against Todd, I beat him 72-55 the first time, lost 85-68 the second time. But that was the week both Jordan Howard and Kareem Hunt combined for 2 points. And Kareem Hunt is back hot. So, and Jordan Howard this week faces the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, let's just put that as a win for Jordan Howard.
Yeah. I just gotta have Gronkowski and Brady have a bad game, and I think Todd's done. Honestly.
Besides Peter, or no, he got rid of Peterson.
Yeah, this is the schedule from before. The preview for this week in our first league, me and Todd, maybe. The scheduler's on May, by the way. I have the projected advantage for all the running backs and wide receivers. And Kenyon Drake, who I think is the find of the year. I really feel like Kenyon Drake's going to go off
That was my mistake
next 2
in
weeks.
dropping him.
I'm very happy you did, by the way.
Well, because they want the Williams for, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah. So, and then the second league, see, what everybody failed to realize when we drafted, we had told everybody, but it's a 1-point PPR.
Oh, yeah.
And when Antonio Brown was still there at 5,
Yeah.
it's like, gimme,
Yes.
thanks. And then Mike Evans was still there. Oh, he's done next to nothing. Keenan Allen was still there later on, but I traded him for Tyreek Hill recently.
I didn't
Good
want
thing,
Evans because I knew Tampa was going to be that great.
Yeah, but it's a good thing I traded Keenan because he's hurt now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going through all of the
Freeman-
first league.
Okay.
Like first league weeks.
Freeman was somewhat good in the first half. He stalled out, but now they're picking it back up.
Yeah, like I'm looking at in week 3, my team was projected to get 95 points. I only scored 49.
Should I keep making fun? Should we make fun of his fantasy team, Jeremiah?
I'm trying to find some of the other worst ones.
There was
I
a
know there's some
37
bad
spot. I
ones.
think someone put up.
Oh yeah, let's see, week 6.
What was it? The second?
Oh yeah, week 6 I played the Texans defense against Cleveland. The Texans defense scored 23 points.
I wonder why.
When I played Kyle, was it 2 weeks ago when I put up over 157 points on him?
Yeah.
First league or the second?
There we go.
I think it was second.
Week 8.
Because I thought that's when he still had a hope in the playoffs in the second league.
Yeah.
When they get back to get revenge on you. Yeah, he said
That's right. He wanted to get revenge on me. I confronted him about that, by the way. He denied it.
He said that bring the back office.
Oh, I don't. I'm not saying I don't believe you.
No, I'm just saying. I love how it's always some excuse or some random.
Well, I knew he wasn't going to get back. You know, and I actually felt bad for Toms too, because I beat the crap out of him this past week in the league, the first league. Because if he had won, he had a shot to get in.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as he actually fell to 6th, because Steve ended up 5th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it let's see, week 8, my team was projected to score 75 points, and I scored 32.
Well, it's not right that even Steve, he keeps here and there winning games, and he doesn't even check his freaking
My highest scoring player that week was Michael Crabtree with 5 receptions and 83 yards. He had 8 points. 8 points, and it was the highest on my team. Not even Dak Prescott, who was my quarterback, got higher.
So what do we learn, Mr. Butler? Don't draft 5 Raiders players.
Yeah, well, actually, for most of that, I don't think I even had all of my Raiders players in.
Yeah, but you had I know you drafted Crabtree and Cooper.
Yeah. Projected 70, scored 45.
I never try to get 2 of the same wide receivers on the team or running backs.
Yeah.
55.
Just seems like a really bad idea.
The only time I would do that is if I knew one of them would be injured at the start of the season.
Yeah.
And I want to save them for later.
Yeah.
Kind of like Tom Brady being softer than Chris Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hit that button still.
I absolutely cannot hit the button. Okay. It's still in May. Why did you have to schedule it for so freaking long? It's good, dude.
Yeah, I should do it like June.
That's alright.
June or May.
So,
or end of May.
For those of you wondering, we're going to be opening packs in about 15 or 5 to 10 minutes once Mike gets here.
And the worst thing is, when Jesse did that, it didn't take as long.
I don't know. Maybe because he was trying to run it from an airport with T.
No, this is many weeks ago.
And math.
Yeah. Well, we came to that assumption of, Bosman does a lot, or he needs T and he can't math very well.
We quit mathing.
Yeah.
Like my Ronaldo team actually seemed to do fairly well, but it just wasn't enough.
I still can't believe you named your team Ronaldo's name.
I kept it through the entire season.
I like Bosman that keeps on saying, "Well, I'm gonna change my name to Giggly or Gigging on Gigliardi and that," and he doesn't have the balls to do it.
Okay, that's where it really got bad. I had a projected week of 102 and only scored 47.
Really?
That was week 13. Yeah.
Good job, Bosman.
Jeez, I did a whole bunch of scoring, but it just I saw a number of weeks where I was scoring over 100 points. And it's like I'm still 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I even had Julio Jones on that team,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a PPR machine. So.
True.
Oh.
So what do we learn next year for the second league?
Stay away from
And
That is beyond question. Okay.
and what else did we learn?
Stay away from Tom Brady.
No, well, no. Grab Tom Brady if you can. Just make sure that he's only playing.
We also learned that in a PPR league, don't let Antonio Brown sign to 5.
Yeah,
Don't let Tim take him at 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't worried about that.
Like, what was the draft order for that second league?
I picked 5th. And let's look.
I was wondering what that was.
Why Antonio? Because what I was second.
Because I could have sworn.
Yeah.
Did I pick
Yeah,
Julio
I didn't
Jones?
pick up Antonio.
It was on, I think.
But you know what? I would probably still do it again. I wouldn't worry about it that much.
Okay, in the first league, or the second league, Jesse picked first.
Right, got David Johnson.
Otto picked David Johnson.
That was a really bad decision.
Well,
Jeremiah took Freeman. John took Le'Veon Bell. Kyle took LaShawn McCoy.
So
And I couldn't believe it when Antonio Brown was there.
They took running backs. Okay.
Yeah.
Went in a PPR league.
First.
Then you took Julio, Bossman took Green, and Savojo took Jordy Nelson.
Okay, so that's where the other.
Yeah, and then Jordan Howard went 9th. Odell Beckham went 10th. Cooks went 11th. And then I picked up Evans at 12. I was so mad at you, Tom, because you took Zeke at 27. I was going to take him if he was still there.
Yeah, I know. Like, I actually did. I don't think I even made that pick. I think I remember at some point my my phone died.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was carrying the app there, or not my phone died, but like
yeah,
I wasn't getting service.
Yeah.
And therefore it just auto picked Zeke for me.
Well, the worst thing was me picking up in the 4th round Jordan Reed. That was a bad decision.
Ooh.
And I took Drew Brees in round 5, which was a nice decision.
Yeah.
Then Keenan Allen in 6. Couldn't believe it when Allen was still there. Kyle took Russell Wilson in round 5. That was stupid.
But no, he's the MVP.
He looked like it last Sunday.
All right, can we go ahead and just say that Russell Wilson should not be MVP? It should definitely be between Tom Brady and Carson Wentz.
Yes. And it's going to be Brady
go,
because of Wentz's injury.
Because the reason behind why I don't feel Russell Wilson should be the MVP is while he's kind of putting up the same numbers, his team is not performing as well as it should be. But if you're the MVP, your team should rally behind you, and they don't.
True.
Then again, the main reason why is because while Russell Wilson is considered a really, really good leader, the heart of that team, I feel, is Richard Sherman.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
And Richard Sherman is an amazing player. Like a heavy-duty mouth, but he's an amazing player, and he makes up for his mouth and what was soft.
It's really soft.
Softer than Ronaldo?
I wish Sherman just fell off, a bridge or something.
Who knows? It might fix his knee or whatever.
I took Chris Hogan as my last pick.
Didn't I take the Browns defense? I think I took the Browns
defense. You took Ted Ginn.
Oh, Ted Ginn. Okay. Because I remember. Oh no, wait. All right, that's right. I picked Derrick Rose at last in the basketball draft.
Yes.
Who's still on my IR because I just stuck him right on my IR right as he came in. It's like, yeah, screw it.
Till you need it.
That's the fun part about having. I didn't even have to change my team's name because now the Cavaliers had Derrick Rose and he was already injured. It's like, how good is this?
True.
The scheduler is in June. So, guys, you guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah, let's take a quick break. And
We'll be back on the Morning Mayhem, which is now Afternoon Mayhem radio show. Right after this. Slander.
Beyond question.
All right.